Hi everyone, this is Tara with Ariana Stark with your weekly reading for the week starting from 14th to 20th August 2023. I will use oracle cards as well as tarot for your overall messages. We will start from Aries and go right down to Pisces. Cross watchers also welcome to have a look at this forecast. For Aries, I do have the card Flashback from the Divine Messages Oracle. Now this card is talking about memories related to your past, whether past life, it could be that you're going through photographs or you're reminiscing about the past, discussing the same with someone. Maybe you're also going to be receiving messages from your higher self in dreams, so pay attention to them. I think you need to address past life blockages as well with this card. Other than that, I also feel that there will be an increase in communication this week. Possibly you're also getting opportunities to make gain. But you also need to be careful because there could be misunderstandings in your personal life which you could do without. I do have the card limitations, impediments, roadblocks, outside influences with respect to your love life. For some Aries, there's going to be sexual connection or sexual chemistry in your relationship this week, but you also need to be careful because unwanted attention is going to be there. In case you're already romancing, it could be that you're in separation, and this is a limitation that you need to handle or get over. I've thought about reaching out to you, but then I stopped myself as another message. So certainly this person or even you may be holding yourself back. Maybe that is why you're reminded of the past with respect to your connection. Family, society, or even children could affect your relationship this week. Those of you who are in an unhappy connection, I think you should understand that maybe this person is very aggressive or this person is very dominating. So maybe you feel chained in a relationship. So this is an issue which you need to address, and you need to also heal from such a connection. Let's move from Aries to Taurus. For Taurus, I do have the card Caught in a Web. You know, this card is definitely telling you to look closely. Maybe you're feeling a sense of loss because same cycles are repeating in your life, or maybe there is no respite at hand. Maybe financial matters could also be uppermost on your mind, or you feel as though you have been caught in a muddle. The cherries in the card are entrapped in a cobweb, so be mindful of that. Still, I think the spotlight is going to be on you. You're going to be quite active and busy this week. So use your intelligence, your quick thinking to get ahead. But don't overlook the details. Maybe you're also going to be happy because your dues are going to come in, but then with this card, it could also imply that you don't have much left in your pocket. Clarifications could also be sought with respect to money matters. Some of you are also going to make purchases this week. With respect to your love life, I do have this card, Platonic Love. Maybe you are going to develop a deep friendship with someone. You know, single Taurans, you're going to be the center of attention. You're also going to find people playing matchmaker. Maybe you're disinterested because you believe your pockets aren't too deep, that you want a stable and secure financial life or financial career before you can walk down the aisle. Some of you, it could also be that you realize that there can be nothing but friendship in this connection. It really was me, not you. I think you're taking responsibility for not committing to your person, or it even could be vice versa. Maybe this person whom you fancy or whom you have shared a romantic connection is realizing his folly, but they could friend zone you. But then sometimes, you know, deep friendship is also more important than physical chemistry or physical relationship with the person, and the universe wants you to accept that this week. From Taurus, I will move to Gemini. For Gemini, I do have the card Treasure Trove. I think material benefits are quite likely this week. Maybe you're also buying things or purchasing things which are of value. So save for a rainy day. You do have a lot on your plate. Maybe there's going to be a change of plan. So you need to be focused. You also need to be systematic and steer clear of emotional outbursts. Maybe others expect you to be more proactive. Clients could also haggle for your services. Maybe they expect you to accept little. With respect to your love life, I do have the card jealousy and suspicion. This could be true for many Geminis. Maybe your person is insecure because you do have other admirers. I also feel that someone does have deep feelings for you. Maybe you've been ignoring this person and maybe this person is heartbroken. I don't think I can take your reaction right now. It's another card or another message. So certainly Geminis, this person is keeping his ego aside. He wants to be a knight in shining armor for you. But then maybe you're not going to give much away. Maybe at the soul level you do feel for him, but then in the present week maybe you're going to distance yourself. That is why he can't take your reactions. Other than that, I also feel that some of you could also be making travel plans because there is an aeroplane which is flying overhead as I record this video. Even those of you who are married, I think feelings of jealousy can create havoc in your relationship. Maybe you should give your person the benefit of doubt and try not to assume too much. From Gemini, I will move to Cancer. For Cancer, I do have the card That Sinking Feeling from the Divine Messages Oracle. Possibly, you may feel as though things are falling apart or that you're getting those sensations in your body which you shouldn't ignore, especially in the pit of your stomach. The sleep is completely submerged in water, so maybe you feel that you're going down that rabbit hole. Yet I think this week there will also be surprises for you. Your personal magnetism is also going to be at its peak. You're going to be quite creative and ingenious when it comes to work. This could also mean that there's going to be envy that you have to counter. Home improvements are also likely for many Cancerians. I think you also need to seek divine guidance or divine intervention. I also have this card Forsaken. Now both these cards have leaves and this is submerged in water while this is on the beach all by itself. So maybe you feel abandoned in a relationship or in a connection. Maybe you want to settle down with your person. Your concern is definitely your relationships, but at times, Cancerians, this person could ignore you, or even you could be the one who is cold shouldering that person or that special someone in your life. I'm trying to think of what I want to say to you, but deep down, communication is necessary. And maybe one of you is thinking along the same lines. Maybe you want to communicate to overcome these issues or these barriers which are there in your relationship this week. Some of you also want commitment from your person, but in the present circumstance, I feel that one of you feels ignored in a connection. From Cancer, I will move to Leo. For Leo, I have a very promising the way forward. Now the compass is definitely showing direction. You're moving onward and forward. Gains are very likely this week, but you should also look at the bigger picture. Personally, you may feel let down. Other than that, Leos, you also need to be assertive. You should stay motivated. There could also be certain technical challenges. Things are going to come out in the open. A journey is never easy. It's never going to be a cakewalk. Yet, you're someone who needs to carry on. Stay motivated and assertive. Also look into your health. Safeguard your health. With respect to your love life, I do have this card Someday, perhaps in another lifetime. Now the stars does talk about destiny. So destiny does have a play in your romantic connection. Maybe this is also a past life connection that you're dealing with. I also have this card, You've Affected My Life Significantly. Now this person has definitely touched your soul, has altered or transformed your life, or it could even be that the other person is thinking along these lines. Single Leos, you're going to be having your fair share of admirers and suitors. Even married members of the opposite sex could be interested in you, but then they also know that they need to draw the line. For some of you, commitment issues could be there with this card. Maybe there are certain limitations which you both need to overcome. That is why you think that a connection or a soul bond with this person could be a distant dream. Maybe you've come together to separate. Let's move from Leo to Virgo. For Virgo, I do have this card, disquiet, uneasy. Now, this lady, she seems to be in a defensive frame of mind. She is very guarded. Maybe there are things which you cannot explain. Your body could be giving you certain signs. Your stomach could be churning. Maybe for some of you, this could also imply digestive system related issues. Yet, I think work is going to proceed well, even if those tension-filled moments are going to be there. You also need to be quite content. Sometimes we let greed take over, so be happy with whatever you have. While working also, someone could be trying to undermine your position. You do have support, but then all this could be very unnerving in the present circumstance. With respect to your love life, I have this card, hesitancy, commitment phobia. Your person or even you may not want to commit fully to the relationship, and this could also unnerve you. It could make you a bit restless. I feel a special bond with you that I've never felt before. Even if this issue arises, I think the two of you or one of you does understand that there's a special connection that this person or you has never felt before, and that is something which needs to be cherished. I think you're going to get unwanted attention as well. Maybe you should also work on your body language, Virgos, this week. Random strangers can also come up and strike a conversation with you, and you should be very vigilant with respect to the same. Even in a committed relationship, Virgos, you should find time for each other this week and avoid arguments as it could create a sense of unease. From Virgo, I will move to Libra. For Libra, I do have the card waiting game. I think you need to have a wait and watch policy this week. You do have a business-like approach. You're someone who's going to be very aloof. Maybe there are also going to be rescheduling of meetings with clients. Payment is also going to come in. In essence, I think there'll be discussions, negotiations, and technical work. Maybe you're going to take a back seat. You're going to listen to all perspectives, and then you're going to strike. In case you're in the leadership position also, you're going to overcome issues that leave you rattled. Maybe your juniors are going to perform well or put up a good show, and that is also going to add a feather to your cap. I also have this card. I have changed, I have evolved, I have transformed, and the reason is you from the Love Oracle deck. Librans, it could be you or even the other person in this connection realizes that you have impacted his life in a very significant manner, and this is something which is being valued. The two of you have helped each other evolve into a better version of yourselves, yet there are certain things which remain unsaid between the two of you, so it should be addressed. Maybe you're also wanting a more permanent connection with this person, yet you have to be patient. You have to understand that there is some time left. Maybe the two of you are also evolving as friends. Maybe yours could also be a more friendly relationship rather than a physical connection this week. From Libra, I will move to Scorpio. For Scorpio, I do have the card 2 for joy. I think you're going to get clarity this week. There are going to be those moments when you're going to be very happy. Maybe reunions also on the cards with this card 2 for joy. You could be enjoying dinner dates, or you're going to be socializing that much more. There will be times when you'll be a bit restless, but I think you should stay motivated. You should continue to be creative. Excess communication will also turn out to be beneficial. However, at times you also need to be tactful when it comes to others, or when it comes to handling certain situations. With respect to your love life, I do have the card limitations, impediments, roadblocks, outside influences. I think you do want happiness and contentment in a relationship, but then there are certain obstacles that you need to overcome. I care too much about what others think right now. Maybe this is a mental battle or a battle that needs to be overcome by the two of you or either of you. One person could be thinking about family, friends, or maybe there are others around you who are asking you to put an end to this relationship. You do want clarity with respect to your connection. You do want 100% commitment from your person, but then these are obstacles that need to be overcome. Maybe this person is also physically far removed from your life, so that is also something which could be bothering some Scorpions this week. Scorpio, I will move to Sagittarius. For Sagittarius, I do have the card sudden developments. I think you need to be prepared because there are going to be sudden developments or unforeseen eventualities. Maybe you also need to be careful because the question of ethics could arise. There could be emergency situations. Maybe you want system and order at work, but then things could also go haywire because others aren't systematic. You're someone who has to take the onus. Money, gadget issues, or paperwork could also arise. I think you also need to let go of what is not yours for peace of mind. Maybe some of you are also looking into financial affairs. Maybe you think that you need to let go of a material object or something to that effect. Your crown chakra is also going to be very active with that color purple, so pay attention to the messages from your higher self. I also have this card. I have changed, I have evolved, I have transformed, and the reason is you from the Love Oracle deck. With respect to your love life, I think your person and you could enjoy good conversations, but be tactful because there are times when you could say something unpalatable. I'm sorry I couldn't follow through with my promises. I think one of you is feeling a sense of regret for not paying attention to the connection or not being sincere when it came to this relationship. Maybe this person is remorseful, yet he realizes that you have impacted his life, or it could be even vice versa. This person has definitely transformed into a better version of himself thanks to this connection that he shares with you. From Sagittarius, I will move to Capricorn. For Capricorn, I do have the card, the way forward. This is a very positive card in your reading. I think you're moving forward and onward despite the obstacles or despite the problems that are there in your life. Maybe it's a challenging situation. Maybe you realize that a lot of work needs to be done before you can emerge victorious. Yet I think Capricorns, you should keep at it. You should not get frustrated, cooperate as well as desist from overreacting, because even if the rewards are not immediate, you're making progress with the card, the way forward. The compass is definitely showing direction. I think someone could also motivate you or could help you out at this time. With respect to your love life, I have the card unspoken words hurt. I think communication is the key in case you want a more beneficial relationship with your person. Maybe this person whom you fancy is not giving much away. He is not wearing his heart on his sleeve. Maybe he is ignoring your messages, or he is even ignoring the photographs that you send or exchange. I'm just doing what I have to do right now. I think this person is focusing on work. He has other responsibilities that he needs to look into, and that is why all this could leave you upset and sad. You do want a good communication with your person, but this person is wearing a mask this week, so you need to be careful of that. Maybe you think this relationship is not going to work, so that is why maybe you think you should move on from this connection. There are certain challenges in case you're also in a romantic connection. Communication again could be a definite challenge which the two of you need to overcome this week. From Capricorn, I will move to Aquarius. For Aquarius, I do have the card communication. Now, communication is going to increase this week. Communication is going to bring in opportunities for you. There's also an urgency in your step. I think you want to move forward, but then you also need to tone down your expectations a bit. You do want bliss in your personal life as well. Maybe you want happiness with the person you fancy, or this could even be the other person is thinking along those lines. The heavens are definitely blessing your union, so you should enjoy your relationship with that special someone. The thought of you still does things to me is another message here for Aquarians. I think even if your relationship is unacknowledged, this person is thinking about you. Maybe for some Aquarians, there's also the urge to reach out to someone this week. That is why the card communicates. So communication is going to be there, but you also need to be careful of unwanted communication. Maybe gossip is something which you should be careful of. Last but not the least, I do have Pisces. Now for Pisces, I have the card Thrive. I think despite the odds, despite the antagonistic circumstances that you find yourself in this week, you're going to blossom and flourish and thrive. I do believe that you're going to be quite purposeful and will want to achieve your target at great speed, even if there's pressure. Maybe you're also going to be socializing this week. Other than that, I also think you need to safeguard your energy levels. You should protect yourself from the evil eye. Also focus on your health. With respect to your love life, I do have the card Remembrance. Your memories distract me. I think some of you could be thinking about the other person and working towards a better future. So this is a very hopeful message. This person is thinking, maybe he's thinking about giving you that perfect happiness which the two of you should have in your respective life. Maybe this person is working towards a better future. He wants to be financially stable, but he is constantly thinking of you, and this is all very distracting for him too. Other than that, I also feel that you need to protect your connection, because there could also be the evil eye that you are going to combat. Maybe others aren't happy, in case you're already romancing, that is. I hope everyone you liked your reading. This is Star with Ariana Star. Do give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time.